The doctor said, "You need emergency surgery tomorrow, or you might not make it." Those words hit me like a ton of bricks. I had no idea that my life was hanging by a thread in that moment. But let me take you back to where this all began, because the 24 hours leading up to that moment were nothing short of a roller coaster. It started as an ordinary day. I was out for a walk, soaking in the morning air, when suddenly I woke up dazed and confused and standing in the middle of the road. I had no idea how I got there from the sidewalk. That was my first wake-up call. But I shrugged it off, thinking, my migraines I'd been battling for years were to blame. Well, later that day, I was driving home from a client shoot when I found myself on the wrong side of the highway, facing oncoming cars, trucks, fast. My heart stopped as I yanked the wheel and got back into the right lane. I couldn't believe it. I'd blacked out again. By then I knew something was seriously wrong, but it wasn't until my friend Ben, who saw me later that evening, said, "You don't look so good. Let's go to the hospital," that I finally took action. Little did I know that casual suggestion from Ben would actually save my life. At the hospital, they ran a CAT scan and some tests. The doctor walked in and looked me in the eye and said, "You're not going anywhere. We're scheduling emergency surgery, brain surgery, for you tomorrow morning." He explained I had a severe brain hemorrhage, and if it wasn't treated immediately, I could have a stroke, an aneurysm, or even worse. Whew. In that moment, everything became so clear. Life was fragile. I was surrounded by my closest friends and family, and I felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude, not just for them, but for the chance to keep going. Yes, just the chance to keep going can be that big. The surgery went well. Sure, it left me with 37 staples in my head and a recovery journey ahead. But for the first time in over a decade, the migraines were gone. My mind was clear, and so was my purpose. That day I learned two things. First, miracles are real. And second, no matter what challenges come our way, resilience and gratitude can turn even the hardest trials into the greatest blessings. So, my question to you is this: what moments have reminded you of the beauty and fragility of life? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments below. Let's cherish every moment while we're here.